In this video, we are going to deploy the most powerful AI agent that is available that can literally connect to all of your tools and do all the things. It seems very, very promising, but trust me, once you start using it, right, despite the CLI usage of it, which is the terminal usage of it, it's still a very, very powerful AI agent that can do a lot many things and seamlessly without having to do patchwork. Now, if you have used N8N or you have used make.com or if you have used Cloud Code, this Hermes agent falls into the category of personal productivity. So do not really try to put this into enterprise usage, else it's just going to be a disaster because of privacy and all that. But at a personal level, very, very powerful. And in this video, what I'm going to do is show you right now is I'm going to show you how you can install the Hermes OS, the Hermes agent on a secured server free of cost to begin learning to experience this whole idea. Okay, so this is Hermes agent for you. Typically, you would have to install this on your local PC through a bunch of commands, or you have to take a server, go into Hostinger. But everywhere else you go, there's a paid tier available. But the one that I'm going to show you right now is going to have a free tier for you to try. It's going to be slow, but it's just going to give you the whole feel about how an AI agent can operate for you. Okay, so let's get started quickly. This is the Hermes agent. As you can see, a lot of traction. It has around 159k stars. The graph has literally shot up, and very, very active community behind it. And if you don't know about who created this, it was created by Nuance Research. So Nuance Research is a research company, right? They build language models, development, and do a lot of research around this, and they have taken it in onto their hands to build an agent that can be really powerful. But I'm excited to show you that. So what are we going to be looking at, or how are we going to install it? We are going to be doing it using Hermes OS. And typically, if you look at the pricing section, it's going to be around $0 free. Most users can launch this without a credit card, $0. But only tad bit. The problem is going to be this limit, right? So the vCPU is around 0.5, a RAM of 1 GB, and an active agent is 1, right? So persistent memory, all that is fair enough, but yeah, it's going to be slow, essentially, bottom line. Anyway, so let's go. I'm going to go start for free here. Okay, free one. You can also go for like $9 per month, which is actually inexpensive for this kind of power, and $20 per month. I personally feel like taking this because you can take unlimited agents within this two part of it. Again, the unlimited agents is just a way of clearly showing how much powerful it can be, but quite literally you could end up using one or two of these agents. Anyways, let's go for the free tier here. I'm just going to continue with my Gmail here, and I'm going to just select one ID here, which I can just attempt and create a free ID. Okay, so I'll continue with that. Okay, so we are now on this deploy your first agent page. So it says my first agent when you can give it a name. So I'm just going to give it at Kaif because this is like my agent name is Kai, and F denotes for free. When is AI privacy focused by default? When it does not log in your prompts, train your data or anything like that. So that's important for data security. And then what we're going to do right now is we're going to be using like this OpenRouter to sort of select our model that we're going to be using, right? So here in the OpenRouter, what we'll be doing is we'll be using, like, let's say a Kimi model, right? Kimi 2.6 typically is a good model for agents. So I'm going to use a Kimi model. In case you don't know what about OpenRouter, OpenRouter is a place where you can go ahead and get access to multiple different APIs that you want, and Kimi being one of them, right? So I'm just using the Kimi 2.6, which is the better agentic model that we have. And yes, you need to put in some credits if you want to use it. So I have like $18 credits, and it is inexpensive to sort of utilize Kimi for doing this, and it's cheapest, some of the cheapest model that we have. Okay. Anyway, so what you can do is you can just simply go back to OpenRouter, say get API key, say create a new API key, and I'm going to call this as KF. So say create here. I'm going to copy this. I'm to go back here and I'm going to just paste this API key here. Okay, so I'm going to paste that there. And there's Honcho APK, that one we will not do it. I'm just going to say deploy agent. And it's then going to start provisioning this agent. Now, for those of you who don't know or are looking at this Hermes agent for the first time, typically what happens with the Hermes agent is that you will have to launch it through or utilize it through a terminal like this, which can be daunting for anybody who is really getting onto this for the first time. And so how does it work? You just simply come in here and you just say Hermes, and it's just going to go ahead and launch the Hermes agent for you, where you can start making it do some work. And you have this Hermes agent that is available, and you can just start typing and do some work. So you can just say, hey, what are my tasks for the day? Okay, enter. And it's just going to go ahead and ensure that it's looking at the memory that we have. It's going to read all of my tasks and just give me a summary of what's happening here. Okay. Right now you don't have any tasks because I've not given it, but in case you get the whole idea, this is how it typically works, and it can be daunting. So what they have done, what some of the community, using the Hermes agents have done, is they've created a web UI, which is essentially something that you can install and start using along with the Hermes agent, right? So there are multiple versions. There's a Hermes web UI, right? And there is Hermes web UI, Hermes workspace, GitHub. And so there are multiple versions of the same UI interface that you can look at, right? So this is one of the other versions of it, where you have the same Hermes can be used through another UI, right? So by default, what happens with this one is they are using the Hermes web UI, which is going to be looking something like this, where you can start using it without having to join into the CLI, or the terminal like this, right? And yeah, that's a powerful thing, right? Now, once we have done this portion of it and let what the dashboard is going to be there, you're going to be then getting a web UI interface, which you can then use to interact with your open web UI. Now, I have my own web UI, so I have marked it here. You see this is the Kai Hermes, right? It is an interface like this. And typically how it's going to be working like this is I'm just going to go here, right? Open up a new chat here. Open up a new chat, and then I can just simply start doing activities on top of it here. Okay. Now I can update this version of this installation. It's going to make it the most updated version. And there we have, I can just simply say hi, and my agent is going to go ahead and get started here. I'm going to close the workspace here. Let me say hi and then say enter. And this agent is going to get activated here. Okay, so hey, hi Kai1. There we go. So Kai1 is saying here. Cool. So, what do we have on marketing? Okay, so it's going to go ahead and tell me what do we have. Okay, and it's going to start responding. Now, if you want to have a workspace like this folder structure and all that, this is all available here within this. But essentially, you get the whole idea. You get a ChatGPT like an interface where your agent operates. On the right-hand side, you will see there are schedules. There's a Kanban view of what tasks typically your agent is working on, right? So there's a visible task that is available here, which you can assign. There are skills that are available. There's a brain, right? There's a user profile. User refers to assistant as Kai1. All of this information, agent soul, the agent notes, folder structure, profiles, to-do lists, insights, and essentially sub details that are available here. Okay. But this is going to be the interface that it's going to be looking like after this installation is done here. Okay, so the Hermes agent finally loaded here. And as you can see, it was the same interface that we typically have here, right? So all this is all available. But first things first, what we want to do is if you notice here on the left hand side, there is a command center prompt and all that, right? So you need to be able to come back to this place. So what you can do is you can install the Hermes OS, save this dashboard to device for faster launch. So I'm going to say install app, okay, and say install. And typically this will make it an app like this, okay? So it's an app. Oops. So now it's like an app which is directly living on your PC. Now you don't need to get into the browser. It's available here. Okay. So you say Hermes OS, and if you see here, if you click on this OS, typically is available here like this. Okay. So it's available here. And now this entire OS is available for which I can access and do stuff on top of it. Let me just expand this. Yeah, there we go. So now with this AI agent is active, I can just simply switch it off here and I can just say, hi, my name is Kunaal Naik, enter. And what this agent is going to do right now is it's going to be using my OpenRouter API key to process this information, and it's going to start anytime when you consider agent, right? Any agent needs a memory, right? So the memory is thankfully available here, which you can manage here. You can see user profile, right? And then my notes, it's all available here. What we'll typically do is this agent will work. And as I said, this is a free tier, so it's going to work a little slow. But you get the whole idea where you can now install this and you have your Kimi model available, right? So, hey, I just came online. Who am I? Who are you? Right? So nice to meet you. There it goes. What should I call myself? Right? So, yeah, you are Kaif. I am Kunaal Naik. Let's see. Okay. So you give it a name and give it a name. Give yourself a name, and then what this agent is going to do is at least it's going to first start saving your details here. Okay. And then what you can start doing is start using this custom agent, which is not a chat GPT, which is not a Claude AI, right? It can actually do stuff for you, which is amazing, right? Now, how it can do stuff for you, that is a question that you need to ask and drop some of the ideas that you want to create using this AI agent. Now, you may feel that, hey, like Kunal, but you just showed us it's like a chat interface, does what exactly ChatGPT is doing, and just have a fancy interface. Now you'll get that wrong completely, okay? Because this agent can do literally anything that you want it to do, right? So if you want it to post something on LinkedIn, if you wanted to post something on Instagram, you want to do trading, you have to connect all the tools, MCP servers that are available onto this particular platform, and then it will start working for you to do the work. Okay. And then how do you do that? So basically what you can do is now it stored the name MKF and AS and good to meet you. And if you just go to the memory section, right, and probably refresh this. Let me just go ahead and refresh it here. Let's see. There we have it. There we have it. Yeah, okay, it's still doing it, right? Store in the memory. You just need to just ensure that if it's not storing it, just ensure that it's storing it in the memory, right? So hopefully if you've done this correctly, it should typically be in this memory here somewhere, okay? But again, it's a slow, but it's a good start. Okay. Now, anyways, what I'm going to do is, while that is happening, what I'm going to do here right now is, right, ask it to do some task. The best way to get started is going to be this idea, guys. And I'm going to leave you with this idea here. One thing that you need to do is, if you don't know what to do, just ask this Hermes agent, right? So, for example, I want to make it do Instagram post, right? So you can say, I want you to do Instagram post for me. How can I do that? Enter. So now it's going to guide you what to do. So you just do whatever actions it's telling you to do, right? And it's going to save all that for you, do the action for you, and it's going to do that. So it says, hey, I don't have direct access to Instagram specific APIs and all that kind of a thing. The Instagram Creator Studio for desktop posting and all that, right? So it's going to do this particular thing and it's going to guide you on that, right? Typically, it might, if it is not coming up solution, it means it does not know what to do. But typically, you want to look for MCP server, right? So can you do it through MCP servers? Okay, so it's going to read out, do the thing, right? So stored it and locked in. And now if I just go to the memories section here, you see user's name is Kunal. My notes, my name is Kaif and an AI agent, right? So it's stored, which means now this agent knows who you are, what you can do, and you can give any other details that are available. Okay. So anyway, so it's going to do this particular thing. Great question. Let me do MCP servers and all that thing. Let me check what MCP server are available for Instagram and how to set them up. And it's going to give you the tool access, how you can connect this agent to tools. Yeah, and then you see that built-in MCP client, connect to external MCP, right? Let me check if there are already MCP servers that are available, right? So it's going to look at some community MCP servers that you can use, connect your Instagram details to that MCP server, and through that MCP server, you can make any agent do some work, right? So let me know if you want me to make a second video on this, on how to get this AI agent to do stuff. But right now, even at this level, it's very, very powerful. You can make it store stuff, create stuff for you, create landing pages, deploy it on Vercel, and do many other things that you can do, right? So I'm excited to use this many in my projects. You let me know what kind of projects you want to make in the comment section, so I also get an idea about what are the next topics that I can build. But yeah, in this video, we have met the objective where we have helped you create, deploy your first agent, Hermes agent, free of cost. Again, you have to pay for APIs, just like you drive cars. You have to pay for the APIs in the agents world. For agents, petrol is API, so they have to use that. That we have done through OpenRouter, and now you have an active agent that you can do some work with, right? So thank you for watching this video. I'll see you in another one where we are actually making AI agents do stuff, and let me know in the comment section what all we can do.